We'll get into that after later. Oh, golly. While this intro time lapse is going, what do you guys think of the new dump truck? Let me know in the comments. Alright folks, welcome back to Roadcraft. I already dumped sand. Dang it, this thing gets on my nerves. Oh, for hell's sakes, dude. This thing is the worst. The absolute... What? Stop it! Okay. Well, the main point of this video is I bought this thing, and we're gonna build a road. You see how it says I have a route failed up there? That is this one that we are on right here. I am just gonna build a little bit of a road. We're gonna do some experimenting with our new supposedly 20-ton, 30-ton, I don't know exactly. I've seen a lot of people on the Facebook group complaining that it's only got 20 tons of sand when it says it's a 30-ton dump truck. And it's like, people are saying, yeah, the dump truck is 30 tons, it's 20 tons of sand and 10 tons of truck. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. The other thing is that if you try and pour out of this thing backwards, maybe not backwards, maybe let me rephrase that. If you try and pour out of it like so, and you don't have a thumb control very well like I do, it's kind of hard to pour sand the correct way. Also, it seems to like to get stuck on it. Kind of weird. We're refilling out of our big dog right there. What I did, I did it again. I'm doing it again. It doesn't seem to be doing it right now as bad. But when I was pouring some of the sand out of here yesterday, yeah, you can see right where I got stuck, right up there above me. It would, I don't know, I didn't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to flatten everything out once again because that stupid big old 40-ton sand truck up there likes to dump all the sand out as it's driving. I do enjoy building myself a road though, so let's flatten this out a little bit. Then we will use the main feature of our truck right there, our new one, and pour some sand sideways while we're driving to widen the path out a little bit. We're also going to fill in some places that I maybe didn't get enough sand, like right here. Lovely. Lovely. You love to see it. I love filling up the sand in my truck just to immediately dump more of it out than I just put in it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
This thing is the worst. They need to update it. So, I mean, I don't care if it dumps a little bit of sand out. I really don't. But this much? Really? I'm going to, real fast, run. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. I was going to say, we're going to dump a line of sand as we're driving with this thing, just to see how she does compared to the 30-ton. Of course, it's leaning and dumping out more than I want it to. Doing all right. Just got to feather it up as we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's a pretty decent line that we ran. That's the reference I was going to say beforehand. Probably not okay for the YT overlords. Either way, this thing pretty good. This truck does good. Let's go compare it with that one. Let's refill this, and we can use this one as a refill point. Lovely. 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 Keep going. Just dump all my sand out, why don't you? Thanks, game. Why is the engine, once again, not running? I run into that sound bug occasionally. Like, it's... you can hear the horn. I don't know what that's about. Anyway. This is our refill point over here. I will say something about this thing. It's much better at getting places. Much better at getting places. Something I have noticed that I have done that I find to be useful is you spin it, the direction you want it to go, and then you use A and X, bottom right over here, the tipper control. That's a little better. And then you can just do this a little bit as you go. Trying to follow my tracks from earlier. Not bad. Not near as much sand as the other truck, of course, but we should be able to get 2 fills out of it. Nice and full. So let's rotate this thing again. I did it again. And then we can just do this. Very nice. Dumped it out rather quickly there. That's fine. At some point, I would love to buy like 10 of these things and daisy chain them together, so we could just have an infinite line. I'd have to go through and refill them all one at a time, but we could just have one connected to the other, so on and so forth, just until we had an infinite line of dump trucks. That might be a fun experiment to do. Refill this on the way out so it doesn't dump all of our sand. Nice. Very nice. I'm so glad you can fill on the move. Oh, still dumping tons of it. That's fine. Nice. Didn't dump near as much. Might get an actual 2 full loads out of this thing this time. I also like that you can read this thing. It can spin anyway, and it can drive anyway. And it's just, I don't know. This is weird. There we go. Gonna try and sneak the thumbnail out of here. Dump that all right there. Very nice. That worked pretty well. I wonder in real life how this would work, if it could work. I don't know exactly how it works, but like the engine's on the cab that spins. How does it drive the things on the bottom? Maybe it's electric? And it just generates power. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Now, we're going to cut to a time lapse of me attempting to smooth this road out as best as I can with our... Oh, we hit the dang... No, we hit the stump that I forgot was there. Get off of it. Oh, thank goodness. It's a good thing that sand wasn't leveled. Anyway, jump to the time lapse of me doing my best to level this out. Side note, I have been told that smoothing out the center first works best to make the roads actually look nice. So we're going to try that. I don't know if that's true. Has anyone else run into any way of making these roads look nice and smooth? We're also going to have to get the stump ripper thing and tear that out or whatever. Oh, stump. Oh, we got it. Nice. Oh, nailed it. Nailed it. Okay, well, as it turns out, you can just plow them out of the way if you want. That's cool. All right, beautiful. Kinda. Let's go. We are going to get a little bit more sand right there just to patch that up, make it look smooth, and then I'll go over that left side again real quick. Also, this thing fairly fast, by the way. Faster than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. It also does leak sand. It doesn't leak a ton of sand, but it does leak sand. Let's get spun around here. Also, it can spin on a dime, which is great. I love everything about all these tracked vehicles in this game. I love that they can all do that. It's so sick. We can almost get back here before it's done filling up. Leaking a little bit of sand, that's fine. A little bit of leakage is fine. Not a ton, unlike some people over there. Oh, that thing's still full. Whoops. Waste of time. That's fine. Just gonna dump out a bunch of sand here. Very good. Good enough. Nice. Now that Rain Simulator's gone away, let's go get the asphalt paver and the roller. All right, if you were wondering how I've been doing all this, we have our field service vehicle right here. That is how we've been getting everything here. If these don't make it, I do have a big crane somewhere that can come get these. It's in the garage, apparently. We want our roadwork special. This thing is pretty sweet. We're going to call it in, as well as our roller. It's getting sunny. Please stop raining. We're gonna attempt to see if we can get this thing here, but Everybody knows these asphalt pavers get stuck on everything. This one, not as much as the other one, but still. The equipment I have available to me now would have been super useful when we did that big road on Sunken. It would have sped things up quite a lot, but we just suffered through it. It was fine. Made for good videos anyway, but we've got a parking lot to pave, basically. If you have a large, swampy, problematic area that cars need to travel through, pave the whole thing and turn it into a parking lot, as is the American way. Oh, there's a big pile of sand. Oh. Yes, you guys are now seeing why I like this one. And done. Nice, beautiful, large patch of asphalt. We're not going to pave the other parts that I did in the intro or the first like couple minutes of the video, just because it's sand. I had already done them. I had them recorded. There's no reason to try and just make those all asphalt as well. It's only little patches. I just wanted to do this big one. And we wanted to test out the new dump truck, dozer, track dump truck deal. It's not a dozer. All right, let's get this flattened out. We may have to scrape out this sand here, make it less bumpy, but I'm glad that it finally stopped raining just after I had paved everything and done the time lapse, and it looked terrible. I hate the amount of rain in this game. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. Quick cut in. I don't know what's up with these patches of asphalt. Were they low spots or what? There's a couple up there. I don't know why it does patches now and then that you just can't roll out or what. I don't know. I don't know. I've stopped questioning it after this long. Pretty sure that tree just popped in, that or something happened. But yeah, look at that. Can't roll over them. Can't flatten them out. Lame. Dislike. I don't like that. I mean, it's kind of how road is sometimes, but I'm still not a fan. We could cover it in sand and then repave and re-roll it, but I'm not doing that. All right, and with that, our big beautiful parking lot is done. Big beautiful parking lot. Forgive me, that is one of my impressions that I am very terrible at. All right, what do you guys think of this new dump truck? You like it? You dislike it? Have you decided to buy it, or you're not gonna buy it because you just watched me use it and decided it wasn't worth it? I'm interested to know your thoughts. Let's send the convoy on its way before we finish this up. I literally just did an outro and just realized, hey, we literally have this thing that needs to be done. Dispatch vehicles. Well, we need to move the roller. Actually, we need to make sure this is following. It's on the sand. It's on the sand. Ooh, it's not on the sand. Cancel. Cancel route. Let me make sure this is lined up good on this sand here. Right down the center, ideally. Get you out there. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now we can go. Here we go. Crazy thing is it made it. It had 2 or 3 trucks the first time that we sent on its way. It made it through all of them. All 3 of them made it on that route, and I was like, sweet, I won't have to pave anything. I'm not gonna have to sand anything. And then the next truck immediately failed as I was filling up logs, as you can see right there, for the mission that I was doing. I think this is Deluge. I can't remember the map. It's one of the 3 that's on. It's the top one, but this is a good one. I like this map. Lots of stuff. Not a whole lot of spawn places. Not super difficult. It's good. There's just a lot of stuff to do in this one, and I'm a big fan. I've been doing it for quite a while now. Taking it slow, just having fun, building bridges, cutting logs, stuff like that. As you can see right there, there's part of our log cutting setup. There's the stump remover. We cut out a bunch of trees from right here so we could fill them up. Here, I think it's either here or back at the other place. Either way, we needed a ton of them. Here's our big, beautiful parking lot. Some say the biggest, the most beautiful parking lot. I just say it's a parking lot. Not bad. Look at all this. Why are you honking? There's clear. Oh, actually, my guy is in there. You can see him in there. I forgot about that. Is there anyone driving this? No. Nope. Empty truck. And it honked at the, okay, cool. Big bump. Fine. Go across the sand that we flattened out earlier. Oh, no, he's coming down through here. Oh, that's right. Ooh. Is it gonna make it through here? As you can see, I had that sand thing over there. I was really hoping I could make it. I think it does no problem through here, if I remember correctly. Oh, it slows down a little bit. Oh, it slows down a little bit. Oh, we're good. Solid. We filled up the one that was really problematic for me. That's good. You love to see it. Man, I really wanted that sand thing to work, because we could probably get a little bit more distance out of it and I wouldn't have to piggyback the trucks back and forth like I did, but it's fine. Glad that gate opened inward and I didn't have to do anything. There we go. All right, we nailed it. I hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think of the new dump truck? Thank you guys for watching. Also, something very funny Jeff Faviano said in his Roadcraft video. See how that guy's hat is red? Make roads great again was the joke he made, which is also very funny considering the reference I just did for this big, beautiful parking lot. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think of the new dump truck? Let me know. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.